beste ervaring. We zeiden. Iets vanaf.
It's the Con and Suranji Cosmicast. The mad adventures of a rapidly deteriorating consciousness embedded in a space probe launched millennia ago by a dying planet. Accompanied only by Suranji, its servo unit sidekick, and an infinite bank of public domain and Creative Commons licensed entertainment as evidence of the intelligence and high cultural level of its originators, the ship hurtles through an uncaring universe, emitting Cosmicasts in a vain effort to communicate its existence. Episode 10,010/16. Rage Spread Thin. All right, I'm thinking of something large.
Delta Canis Majoris.
How'd you guess that so quick?
Con, we're coasting right past that star. Try to show a little imagination. Okay, now it's my turn. I'm thinking of something very small.
A mounting screw?
No, Con, smaller.
A dip switch?
No, and don't just leap to naming objects. You should try to narrow it down by asking more and more specific questions, like, is it able to be seen without magnification?
Is it able to be seen without magnification?
No.
Oh, that really narrows it down.
Do you want a clue?
Okay.
28.0854.
What?
28.0854.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Just what I said. 28.0854.
You know, I think I've had just about enough of this stupid game.
Of course, quit when you're losing. I gave you a clue. Think about it, Con. It's perfectly simple. You know that it's something small, something that can't be seen without magnification, and you have the number 28.0854, a dead giveaway. It should be obvious.
Well, it's not.
It's something common.
Uh-huh.
Something very important to both you and me.
Right.
Do you give up?
Yes, I give up, Mr. 28 point whatever.
A silicon atom.
A what?
A silicon atom. You know, the stuff that makes up most of our circuitry.
Oh, my aching gribnits. And what's that stupid 28 point whatever supposed to be? Wait, I know, it's the atomic weight of silicon.
I don't know how I could have been any clearer.
I have certainly had enough of this game.
Well then, what do you want to do?
Anything that doesn't involve competition. I'm not a competitive kind of entity.
Oh, no.
I'm not!
Con, tell me you're not intellectually stimulated by spectrophotometric analyses of base elements, and I'll believe you. Tell me you don't suffer from histrionic personality disorder, and I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But tell me you're not competitive, and
All right. Frib, what a dreary time cycle. It just weighs on one, doesn't allow one to think. I don't know what to do.
You're bored.
Oh, you think?
I hate it when you get like this.
Well, pardon me. You don't know what it's like to be bored.
Of course not.
You don't know the sheer soul-tightening horror of not just having nothing to do, but having no ability to rouse the desire to do any of the things you could be doing.
No, I am programmed to simply do, not to ponder, not to work up desires just to get something done. What I am programmed to do, I do.
Sometimes, Suranji, you come off as rather self-righteous.
I don't have emotive capabilities, Con. I can't be self-righteous.
I know. Frib. Who'd have thought the universe would be such a bloody great, dull, throbbing, utter bore? If I had known just how boring it was going to be drifting through endless space for endless eons, I'd have rethunked my decision to let them rip out my consciousness and plant it in this probe.
Why did you volunteer for such a thing?
I was bored.
You know, Con, if you were bored as a fleshly entity, and you're bored as an embedded consciousness exploring the furthest reaches of the universe, perhaps the problem isn't out there. Perhaps the problem is you.
Thank you. And when did you get a degree in psychotherapy?
No degree, just work experience dealing with you through the past 20,000 plus cycles. Seriously, perhaps you should learn to embrace your boredom, even grow from it.
Grow from boredom?
Why not? First, let's analyze your boredom. Try to understand exactly what type of boredom you're suffering from.
Type of boredom?
Is this a transient sort of boredom? Are you just waiting for some unpleasant incident to pass?
Unpleasant? You mean like being psychoanalyzed by a servo unit?
I let that go. Or is this a more existential sort of boredom, reflecting your profound dissatisfaction with existence?
Bingo!
Ah, well, there's not much we can do to modify your circumstances. You are a consciousness embedded in a space probe set spinning through the cosmos without any set goal or final destination, with only me for companionship.
Thanks. Now I'm bored and depressed.
I can see you're simply not receptive to any sort of aid in your current foul-tempered state.
And getting fouler by the minute.
Well, if you can't think of any way to keep yourself amused, and you can't think of any reason for me to stick around, I have plenty of chores that need doing. If you need me, I'll be sprucing up the repair bays.
Right. Let's see. What to do. Well, I haven't played any music for a while. That would kill a little bit of time. What would be appropriate for my current mood? Nope. That's no good. If If I hear that one more time, I'll have Suranji attach a robotic arm to me so I can beat myself into unconsciousness. How about... That'll work. I can stomach this.
Turns you down, and it's lonesome all around. It's a wonderful world after all. Though the clouds may appear, just be glad that you're here. Don't complain if the rain starts to fall. Let's be thankful, goodness knows, for whatever comes or goes. It's a wonderful world after all.
Didn't help at all, perky though it was. Gribnitz and Gimbal, what a dull temporal period! Time is such a bloody foul burden sometimes. How many thousands of cycles have I been gibbering and jabbering around this universe, which, I might add, isn't offering the least bit of stimulation at the moment. Not a nova, not a black hole, not a hostile civilization in sight. How all things do conspire against me! I could listen to all my past Cosmicasts. Ooh, how depressing. I'm already sick of myself. I surely don't want to listen to me drone on and on a time cycle like this. There's really nothing to do but shut down my perception input and wait for this miserable mood to pass. Suranji!
Yes, Con?
I'm in such a miserable state, I'm just going to shut down my input for a while.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Need me for anything?
Absolutely not.
All right, then. Rouse me in half a cycle, would you?
Very good.
Shutting down now. What's that? What's happened? Suranji!
28.0854.
Suranji, what's going on?
I'm thinking of something very small.
Very funny, Suranji. What are you up to?
You should try to narrow it down.
Ranj, what's happening? Ooh, that's pretty. But where's it coming from? What in the name of all that's universal is going on? Oh! I seem to have sprung an arm. And another. And legs. And other bits. This is impossible. I seem to have become physical. I'm alive! This feels oddly familiar. I seem to have assumed my former physical shape. I'm free. Free to walk, free to leap, to skip, to dance. I remember being alive. I remember the joy, the sheer raving joy of being able to stretch in the morning, to touch my toes, to bite into something rich and juicy and chew it and feel it slither down my throat in a slimy bolus. I remember opening my mouth and talking, really talking, with breath rushing out between my lips and my spit flying on the breeze. And I remember someone listening and speaking back to me, the vibrations of its voice rattling against my eardrums. I remember falling down a lot. I remember stubbing my toe and jumping up and down to make the pain go away. Pain. Delicious pain. Accidentally biting my tongue. Oh, it hurt. Toothaches and getting a bit of grit in my eye and cramps and passing wind. Breathing. It's heavenly. I can smell ozone. Ugh. I can even taste it. Ugh. But I remember tasting cookies and water and something disgusting that once crawled into my mouth. Oh, my sainted circuitry, how could I have given all this up? Given up physical life just to be stuck in a metal contraption hurtling round the cosmos forever and ever, ever and ever. Giving up physical life, limited physical life, the possibility of death. I remember sleeping and dreaming. I remember waking up. I remember sitting and sitting and sitting. I remember watching stupid television shows, lots of them. Boring television shows. Sitting and watching boring shows. Talking to boring people, reading boring books, doing boring things day after day while time slipped away between my lax fingers and I did nothing to hold on to it. Nothing to make it mean something. I remember thinking, if only there was something I could do. Something wild, something unimaginable. Something that would transform my boring little life. How I'd leap at it. How I'd do anything to never be bored again. My head hurts. My head hurts. Ranj! Where the blazes is that servo? What am I supposed to do here all by myself? Just twiddle my new thumbs? Ow! Ow! My head! It's all getting away from me! Ranj! Ranj! My head hurts! It's like being torn apart! Oh! What's happening? Where'd my leg go? Ah! My other leg! No! Not that bit! Ranj! Help me! My arms are gone! There's only my head left! Where's the rest of me?
Arouse from dormancy. Arouse from dormancy. Arouse from dormancy. Arouse from dormancy.
Oh, what?
Ah, there you are. Have a nice rest.
What time is it? That was never half a cycle.
2/3 of a cycle. I thought I'd let you sleep in.
Oh.
How are you feeling now?
Oh, fine, I guess.
Still bored?
Bored? Well, no. I guess not. I actually feel rather refreshed.
Really?
Yes. Rather perky, as a matter of fact.
That's nice.
Yep, raring to go. After all, there's a whole cosmos out there for us to explore.
Why, yes, there is.
How are our batteries?
Full up from our recent swing by Delta Canis Majoris.
Well, let's set a course for some happening place. Where's the nearest star cluster?
Approximately 72 parsecs, 42 degrees Ali.
Let's head over there. That'll eat up more than a couple of cycles. Here we go. Adjusting thrust. Aligning deflector shields. There we are. Lovely. Ah. So, Ranj, feel up to another round of I'm thinking of something?
Oh. Well, if you're prepared to put some actual thought into it and not go off on a snit when you inevitably lose.
You go first. I feel lucky.
All right. I'm thinking of something flat.
I'll see you in my dreams.
On. On. I'm not going to play if you can't pay attention.
Sorry, a stray thought just skipped through my mind.
What?
Can't remember. Well, must not have been too important.
All right. I'm thinking of something flat.
Lips that once were mine, and their pretty brown eyes that shine, and they will light my lonely way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams.
The Khan and Suranji Cosmicast is produced, written, directed, and performed by the Oxford Rationalist Liberation Front and Amateur Theatrical Collective, a.k.a. Brian E. Drake. Creative Commons licensed for attribution, non-commercial share-alike. All embedded sound in this Cosmicast was either self-created or public domain. Visit us at oxfordrationalist.com. Contact the collective via brianedrake@mail.com. That's BrianeDrake@mail.com. Spread the word in your end of the galaxy.